Leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Hurts hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Hurts again. Good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
4th down. Here's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game, Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one is complete to Hardman. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The motion man is Sanders.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 2nd down, Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Hurts working in the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll throw on fourth down with Hurts. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set, huh?
Out of the shotgun. Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, go.
Now Young. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
Ready, set.
Young to throw on 1st down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And 3rd down coming up.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And fortunately, a Panther was right there to get on it. So no turnover, they retain possession. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's going to take a shot down the field. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Panthers 14.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Burks coming out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He's able to get away from one man, but those on the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he will score. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Panthers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts will try it again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To the air again. Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Hurts again. And he gets that to Hardman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And an Eagle first down.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Again, Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
On the double.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
43 rail.
Young going to give it to Brooks. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Set, ready, switch, yellow.
Another try with Brooks. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Young. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. We'll go down and it's an incompletion.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion.
Let's go now.
Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Ready?
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Hurts. That one is complete to Hardman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to